Good morning, good day, afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever time zone you are joining me from. I am once again your man. I am Kodili-nye. New subscribers, you are all highly welcome in this vlog again. And returning subscribers, thank you for joining, sharing, commenting. I hope you had a wonderful time. I'm on my way to my daily work. We are going to talk about so many things that pertaining to many people. So it's very important for us to discuss. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate all of you. So we are going to discuss. What are we going to discuss today? Have you ever been shamed? Have you ever been shamed? Have you ever been ashamed of something? What do you think? Have you ever been ashamed of something? Have your nation been shamed? Have you ever had an issue that is so disgusting that you cannot talk about that we are crossing the road? Have you ever had an issue like that? So let us discuss. Let us talk about it. It's very important that we discuss so many things happening. We have been receiving news of what has happened concerning Tinubu of Nigeria. For those who are not aware of what I'm about to say, Tinubu is the INEC declared president of Nigeria. INEC is the electoral body, which is a very controversial declaration, which have been challenged, which most of the courts, most of the analysts, and most of the observers observe that that election is highly flawed and very, very corrupt declaration. And last week we received a report that the court in Chicago, United States of America, declared that the certificate issued to INEC by Tinubu was a dubious one. It was a forged certificate. It was not emanating or coming from Chicago State University. This become, the news went viral. It went everywhere that the whole nation and the whole world was in awe and in shame of that news. The shame was so that a lot of people that are originally from Nigeria was having a difficulty saying about that they are from that country. Some were crying because of the impact to their livelihood and their future, because this is a very bad precedent for any nation, and it has brought a lot of shame to many people, even to the children unborn, that how come a nation decide to reward criminality? How can people, reward criminality in spite that it's obvious there is something there? And in the past, The most revered Gani Fahimi discussed about this, and when he talked about these things and went to court, and remember this was discussed, and the court says that that because of the immunity who were being enjoyed by the, Tinubu, who was then the governor of Lagos State, he cannot be tried. The court did not say that what he was presenting was false or illegal, but because of the immunity clause, he cannot be charged. So, and since then, he has been on the news about it, and nobody has dared to actually go to the university to confirm what the true state of affairs, if the true story. And what surprised many is the Tinubu council that went to say to put roadblocks on the courts and the university from releasing the vital documents. So that's what keep people are worried, and people are surprised, because if you have said you have obtained these things, why saying it should not be released? And at a point saying that it will cause irreparable damage to you. So people were shocked, because many people normally will be happy for their documentation be released to the, especially educational documentation. But in this case, it was the opposite, and that's draw a lot of curiosity, even to the judge. The judge become a bit suspicious of the move. And the funny thing is that they said it will cause irreparable damage. Let me use the word, there's that word of Tinubu council that were defending him. What irreparable damage? You are now the president of Nigeria, and the people want to know who you are, and want to know because you've been going about saying about it, and boasting about your academic performance, which, you know, we're all happy that, you know, we had somebody that with that credentials, and you are saying about being first in all these things, and doing very well and all those things, which every sensible person or group of people will be happy about that. But the shock is that the judge finally released the whole thing, and it turned out that the name Brola Ahmed, the person that actually had that was a female, and a lot of discrepancies in the whole issue. I remember Nahoro, somebody called Nahoro, last year actually asked for that, and it was released to him. And this time around, it was Alhaji Abubakar Atiku of PDP presidential candidate, who decided to pursue the case because he need all these things to go to the Supreme Court. So, and that's where the whole matter, turn on its head, and this become the talking point, and a shame came upon many Nigeria, or shame come upon many Nigeria, and many people were ashamed. Many people were ashamed. I don't know what we're going to call this vlog this morning. Are we going to say the shame of our nation? Are we going to say, are you ashamed of your president? Or are you ashamed of anything? Have you been disgusted by attitude of anybody? Or your family? Has your family been shamed before? Have you suffered shame? Have you been engulfed in a scenario whereby you find yourself not able to relate with people around you because they have caused you shame? or have you caused shame to anybody? So let us discuss. Remember, I am Kodili-nye. Do you think the Tinubu lawyers did the right thing by trying to cover up suspicious educational credentials? Do you think the people, the propagandists he has deployed in many media houses and many people around defending him, especially people that are learned, do you think they are doing him a favor, or do you think they are bringing shame to Nigerians and many people alike? Think about a schoolgirl by the name Mesoma from Anambra State that actually started for JAM and did very well, but she went and increased her score so that she become #1 she actually forged printouts that declared her as #1, but which most people and the same people propagandists supporting Tinubu were quick to condemn, and actually the lady brings shame to the family and she was forced to apologize. So now, if this lady was able to bring this shame, in spite that she actually did well, but the only thing is that she actually bring a false claim of being the #1 by printing out the numbers that did not correspond with the actual figures that was allocated to her. So now this brings a lot of talking points when it happened, I think last year or beginning of this year. So, and the shame was so much that a lot of people were saying, oh, why should she go to do these things? Is it because of getting scholarship? Because Innocent Motors was able to give her scholarship. Now, shame has become the watchword on the streets of Nigeria and around the world. And the greater shame, it seems, coming because the FBI is trying to release more files on Nigerian President Tinubu. And this is going to cause irreparable damage to Nigerians. We are not talking about Tinubu because Tinubu is just a single human being, but we're talking about millions of people of Nigerian heritage. So a lot of shame has become the watchword of many, because now they cannot relate. They cannot positively relate to other people because of this. So can we continue in this? What do you think about this? Have you been ashamed before? Have you suffered shame, or have you find yourself engulfed in a scenario like that? Have anybody shamed you before? So let's discuss. Let me brighten things up. I think it's a bit dark today. Yes. So have you been shamed before? So let us discuss about this. Do you think what he did was the right thing to do? Do you think it's a selfishness that caused that, or being power drunk, or being thinking that once you are a Nigerian politician, you are above the law? Do you think he's above the law? What do you think? How long do you think this shame will continue on the Nigerian people and the Nigerian nation? Do you think this thing will escalate more? Now, we are going to discuss, is there any opportunity to remove this garment of shame and the hopelessness on the country? Do you think the judiciary can do the right thing? Do you think the judiciary can do the right thing? Do you think the Supreme Court will eventually do the right thing by removing this shame? Do you think they can do the right thing? Do you think they can do the right thing? Let us look at this place. Do you think they can do the right thing? Do you think they can remove this shame? Do you think they can remove this shame from the people, from the nation of Nigeria? What do you think? Comment, comment, comment. Do you think those people that are supporting this highly dubious and controversial certificate and the action of Mr. Tinubu or Alhaji Tinubu, do you think they should be barred from entering many countries, and they should be barred from having any political appointment in Nigerian, in a reformed Nigeria in future? What do you think? Is there any way to send a message that corruption should not be accepted in any form or in any way, on any excuse? What do you think? How can we erase this shame? Do you think the Constitution will be upheld in order to save the country from decades of economic hardship and shame and the rejection of Nigerian people around the world because of the sin or the attitude of one man, or this misendemo of one man? So it's sad that we are witnessing what we are witnessing, that a nation that's supposed to be following the path of righteousness and truth has allowed itself to gone to the worst of worst by accepting what cannot be accepted in any sensible society. Can we redeem ourselves from this? What do you think? Can we redeem ourselves from the yoke of shame, from the yoke of Tinubu controversial certificate and misendemo? Can we redeem ourselves? Do you think Nigerians can redeem themselves? Do you think they can rescue themselves from this? Do you think the judges will do the right thing, bringing the Nigerian constitution and law to bear on the crime and the perpetrator of this crime? Let us discuss. Let us talk about it. Sorry about the noise. I'm actually walking on this major road. So let us discuss. It's very important for us to, talk it through. The shame is too much that I personally cries over this shame. So thank you very much for watching this vlog. Thank you for always coming to support, sharing. We will continue the next time. I am still your family, your friend, your own. I am Kodili-nye. Signing off. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye.